We have forum announcers and new gems for assassin in Battle of Exile. Ooh, I like this. Nice little, decently lengthy post. Alongside the Blight expansion, we'll be making some improvements to the Assassin Ascendancy and introducing a new set of poison attacks. This also includes 2 new gems and utilizing a new buff type called Elusive. Coprolass. Coprolass is a new low-level attack skill for daggers and claws. You fling out a copy of your weapon, creating a projectile that chains multiple times. The skill chains between more enemies at higher levels. Skill grants additional added chaos damage and some chaos conversion with a chance to poison. Any crit strikes will have 50% poison damage multiplier, making the skill quite powerful later in the game if you specialize in crits. This is one of the many sources of damage over time multiplier for poison. We've also added poison damage over time multiplier to many passives and changed many sources of chaos damage over time multipliers so they aren't restricted to non-ailments. Oh, that's about goddamn time, don't you think? Remember when they added the non-ailment multipliers? It's like, why? Pestilence Strike. This high-level dagger and claw skill applies poison on hit, as well as a debuff that lasts a short duration. I kind of like that they're specific to claws and daggers, so we're not gonna see people using foils with this. If the target dies while this debuff is active, they explode. Ooh, so that's like Infernal Blow. They explode, releasing a nova that applies a damage over time effect to all enemies in range. The damage of this debuff is based on the total poison damage remaining on the enemy, and this damage is dealt over a short duration. The poisons you spread don't have to be from Pestilence Strike, so you can use it alongside a Viper Strike or other poisonous skills. This lets you turn a long duration stack of poison on a single enemy into a fast active wave of death over a large area. The damage over time effect applied by the Nova isn't modified by any of your damage bonuses, as it was already based on a modified poison, but any of your modifiers to skill effect duration will change how long it lasts without influencing damage. Yeah, so that they made it so that it's not double dipping. Makes sense. That's interesting. I wonder if you can get like some massive chains with this. And I'm assuming the temp chain, because skill effect duration, so if you temp change the enemy, say that when it says explode, releasing a nova that applies. So if this nova is a hit and not just like an AoE, damage over time. So if it actually hits, you could apply temp chains, which would make the duration of the degen from it last longer and give you better chains. I don't know. We'll see. Kind of hope that's the case. Okay, Elusive. The new Elusive buff grants 40% increased movement speed, as well as 20% attack and spell dodge. Okay, that's pretty good. Unlike other buffs, Elusive doesn't have a duration, but instead loses buff over time until it is removed on reaching 0% effect. This means that increasing your buff effect also increases how long the effect on you lasts. Most sources of Elusive won't override an existing Elusive buff on you. Oh, that's a bummer. So you have to wait for it to go off before you get it back. I see. Not a hit, they just place ground. I guess I'm about to see when I check it here, but based on this, it could be either way. Because that's just like a nova instead of like releases a cloud, right? So, but it doesn't mention a hit, it just damage over time. But something like ED, for example, has like it has a hit, even though it's majority just damage over time. Like I'm suppose we're gonna see it. A new notable on the Assassin Ascensive will have a chance to grant Elusive, and the buff can also be gained from the following 2 gems. Oh, so wait, this is the... Let's read. Withering Step is an instant spell that removes any existing elusive effects on you and grants a new full strength elusive buff. Okay, so it's just... Okay, interesting. Withering Step applies multiple stacks of Wither to any enemy when they first enter an area around you. But only once per skill use. Withered increased damage taken from Chaos, which includes poison effects. While the elusive from Withering Step is active, you'll be granted pacing, and the cooldown will be paused. Any skills you perform will remove elusive, which will start the cooldown. At higher levels, the skill has increased elusive effect. There's a lot of going on in this skill. The ED has an AoE portion of projectile that isn't a hit. It does hit because it applies it applies a all of the on hit effects such as curse on hit. You're gonna use the skill as an instant way to apply Wither to enemies around you, as a way to quickly avoid attacks with a sudden burst of speed and dodge chance, or a sustained speed increase that lets you apply Wither to large path of enemies. Like I'm not actually 100% sure how it's coded, but you can apply curses like curse on hit through ED. So based on that mechanic working, actually I'm not sure if the AoE, the small AoE portion of it applies the curse, but the whatever enemy gets hit by the actual projectile will get like the curse on hit. I haven't played with a curse on hit on my ED, so I'm not 100% sure. I just know that it works. Because I know a few people who have done that. It's just mainly to increase some single target damage. Nightblade support. The Nightblade support is an exclusive to daggers and claws, just as close combat and shockwave supports are exclusive to other melee weapon types. Nightblade grants base critical strike chance, and supported skills will also grant elusive on critical hit. Oh. Elusive granted by attacks supported by Nightblade also grants crit multiplier to Nightblade supported skills. And because the multiplier is part of Elusive, it scales with Elusive effect, granting over 100% crit multiplier at level 20 when it first applied. Oh. And we've seen the Elusive buff being like 150 or something like that in one of the videos. That's a lot of crit multi. Obviously that's at that percentage. This means that supported skill will give you a sudden burst of speed and a critical multiplier when you first critically hit, And any elusive effect gained from other sources like the Assassin Ascendancy will further enhance target buff. Check out the new gems in action. We will. Okay, the AoE on Pestilence Drake seemed to not be that big. And it really didn't say if it was a hit that applied it. It didn't really tell anything about this. I really want to know if it actually is a hit, because if it's a hit, it could have some potential end game. But yeah, honestly, from that, based on that video, obviously that's just, you know, the video. It looks like Copra Lash has the most potential for clear because of the chains and stuff. It was really hard to see of the elusive on any kind of actual work, doing any kind of work, obviously. Okay. The elusive as a buff is definitely, this is pretty powerful. Then what else do we have? Well, yeah, I'm not too excited of the Withering Step. Also, the Nightblade seems like a really nice support now. Elusive is nice, but too bad it's limited to Assassin class dagger. Yes and no. I kind of like that it's somewhat exclusive, honestly. I mean, there might be other sources that we can get it from, other than those, potentially. Like, for actually, well, you can use Withering Step, right? Withering Step gives you the elusive buff, and you don't have to use a claw or dagger with it. No? I can definitely see people use this. It, like, Withering Step actually sounds like a really nice mobility skill because it gives you the movement speed bonus. You just use it and then you just run. Kind of like Phase Run. I can definitely see it being used. Read the post. I've read it. It canceling out doesn't mean that you can't use it to gain the speed buff. 40% movement speed is extremely powerful, especially early on. Don't you need already have elusive buff to use Withering Step? Withering Step is an instant spell that removes any existing elusive effects on you and grants a new full strength. It doesn't say that you have to have it. Just say that if you happen to have it, it removes it and replaces it with a full. Like I can see that this seems really useful for something like Death's Oath. It seems really useful for like spider summoner builds. It seems really nice for people who play ED builds and don't actually want to use Blight. They just, they slap on their ED and then they do this and they get a nice buff, like a defensive buff. I mean, no, you said it's too bad it's limited to assassin and claws and daggers. It's not limited. It's just the easiest way to properly utilize it. I mean, I guess this is just the semantics of how you phrased your original comment, but yeah. But like this is kind of like themed for the assassins, anyways, or the build archetype. But if you're talking about the dodge part, yeah, definitely. I mean, if you want to have the dodge while being able to do anything else, right? Otherwise, I mean, you can still use it to get the dodge. You just can't do anything else during that. Like you can do that with Death's Out, for example. But I can see people using Withering Step even if they're not going for the dodge. Okay, what next? In Path of Exile Blight, a number of unique weapons will have their Socret gems mod changed to all gems. It says unique weapons. I wonder if this has anything. If this is gonna do anything for the rare weapons, the spool weapons. That is pretty goddamn powerful, though. Because now you don't have to have the skills linked in your. Oof. Ooh. That's pretty good. Yes, we're gonna go and check all of this. Mines are likely to be revealed by end of this week. Okay. Wait, div card. The demon Headhunter, too implicit. A man who hears voices may not necessarily be crazy. Why? This takes away so much excitement and anxiety from people wanting to get double corrupted headhunters from the temple. Because now you can just get a guaranteed to implicit corruption. Obviously, this is gonna be very hard to get and it's gonna be very expensive, but still, I'd rather have, like, I would actually like to, like, the fact that we even have the corrupted headhunter is kind of like, eh. I'd rather just want people pre-call off their headhunters. I think it would be so much more exciting. But the artist a spoiler to balance manifesto? Please explain. I mean, I'm expecting this to be stupid rare. Obviously. But regardless, I think that the double implicit is a mistake. Personally. Oh wait, not full comments. I need context. That the person on the div card out seems not happy at all. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean it's anything to do with the spoil, like, you know, spoilers. No, indeed, GGG, it could be, but yeah. Okay. This segment is quite confusing to me. From what I understand, it looks like you get masters in 3 ways now. You get some automatically every day, you get some from completing maps, and you get some randomly in maps, same as now. That will not go counter if you don't complete them immediately, but in less frequency. Most confusing for me kind of negates the point of the change. You're correct. You will be able to gain Atlas missions daily when missions are set. You will have a chance to gain a mission when you complete a map, and you will still be able to find masters mini maps. Yeah, but didn't they say that this is like really low number now? I really hope it's a really low number. But it's at the same time it feels kinda counterproductive because they're like literally changing the system so that we don't have to do them. Now we still have to do them, just much less often, right? Our goal with these changes is to give players more control over when they run their missions, but not full control. That's basically what it is. Not full control, but a bit more. One of the steps we have taken to accomplish this, but we adjusted the frequency at which you can Atlas mission, an Atlas mission on completing a map, and at which you find masters in map. You're not now much more likely to get an Atlas mission on completing a map than you are fighting masters. Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Just remains to be seen, like, are we still getting enough of them for it to feel bad? That's the question. That's the burning question. The change applies to Darren Shiver, Agnor's East, Agnor's West, South, okay. Ooh, the fact that it's on a consuming dark is kind of nice. You'll be able to roll similar modifiers on magic and rare casters. We'll go into more detail to balance management next week. Ooh, I wonder. Okay, here's gonna be my prediction. They're gonna completely forget the existing plus skill level recipes, or they're gonna be completely removing them, because it looks like they're just changing all of the plus level things into, well, actually no, I don't think it's all. I wonder if they're gonna just like straight up change the plus of socketed gems into plus of that type. And if they do, will they keep the recipes? Because +1 all lightning gems is extremely powerful on a wand. Because now then it would, like, for leveling, it would increase all of your lightning skills, right? Instead of just the socketed. Okay. Okay. Is there anything else still, or was that it? Yeah, I think that was it. Huh. This has some big boy potential though. Get, like, imagine, like, if we can get like +1 level of, like, you know, let's say your +1 level of lightning spells on a wand mod. That's gonna be so goddamn nice. because it's a plus level to your 6 link. It's like really fucking strong. Holy shit. Oh goodness. Also the fact that we have these now, it's kind of making the, remember the dagger with +3 physical spell gems, I think? They are making, these kind of changes are making those, like that dagger, not as insane as we all thought first. Because we weren't expecting this kind of change, right? It's an interesting change, for sure. And it's gonna be really nice for some, like, getting like extra levels on, for example, like resist towers for the max res, since you don't have to socket it anymore. Those make this dagger useless as fuck. Yeah, like the fact that you can have a, like, you can have like +2, right? Is Herald of Agony also chaos? I think it is. Yeah, so imagine if we can get +2 chaos. Obviously we don't know yet, right? Maybe we don't. Maybe the +2s are limited to like the uniques. But instead of getting +3, because the physical spell, now we get chaos, right? Imagine having that and then all of the other good modifiers on the weapon too. Either way, this is a very, very powerful change in mechanics. Huh. I really, 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 really hope that they buff Binos a bit. Because if they do that, Consuming Dark, Binos, Fire, Poison, Prolif might come back. Like, actually good. You guys remember the Poison, Prolif, Flame Blast from like a long time ago, where you just did one Flame Blast and the fucking Binos Prolif went through like 3 screens? This could potentially bring back that. But they would have to buff. They would have to buff the Binos Prolif radius. Some interesting stuff ahead, boys.